Alright folks, it's gonna be some no holds barred shit. So, if you're a stupid person, you may want to turn this off now. I'll wait, because I know it takes stupid people a little while to find the buttons. I've tried to make videos that are very balanced and kind to all people. I've tried to be accepting of folks for who they are and what they contribute to society in their own way. And I've tried to entertain the notion that each person actually has a purpose here as an individual. A specific purpose. But all that's coming to a halt. I go through a lot of phases of thinking, a lot of ways of being and understanding in life. And I'm just sick of stupid people. There are so many wasted lives out there that are not doing anything to better themselves, their community, or their environment. People that sit around and complain, but do absolutely nothing to be a better person themselves. People who bitch about how society's collapsing, but they don't do anything to pick it back up. I'm just sick of stupid people. People who are dishonest. People who think that they're entitled. People who are always trying to get a deal or pull one over on someone. And Manly Hall says, I can't remember who he was quoting, but he said, you can't cheat an honest person. And that's so true. It's very hard to cheat an honest person because they're only trying to get a deal. I mean, a person who's trying to get a deal, you might rip them off. But if they're honest with all the way that they, conduct themselves and on their daily activities, then it's hard to pull one over on someone because they're not trying to scam anyone. And they're not trying to get the better deal. They're just living honestly, paying for what they own, paying for what they deserve, doing things right, the right way. And the only reason we're in this situation we're in right now is because of people trying to take more than they deserve. And I don't understand why people can't think it through. And I've had this image that society will eventually pick up and people will start to learn. And I know that it takes a long time. But for right now, I don't have the patience for it anymore. I can't stand the idiots that are, whether it be the guy that's weaving in and out of traffic because he thinks he's more important than everyone else, or it be the, person who's rude to the checkout, cashier at the store, or the checkout cashier who's rude to me, or, and each person has an individual situation. I understand that. And I'm not saying that every person who's in a hurry to get somewhere is a bad person. Nor am I saying that a person who's having a bad day and maybe doesn't greet you is a bad person. I'm talking about the folks that do this every day. Live their day in and out, miserable, loathing, and just complaining about everything. And that's just one little segment of the people who irritate me. It's the folks the ones who don't think that really irritate me. It's like we're placed here, and we are the animal who has excelled to have a consciousness. The very fact that we're here is utterly amazing. I can't even get over it. Every day is a beautiful thing to me. Even when I'm driving on the freeway, like today, it took me an hour to get like 15 miles because, well, rush hour, Friday. I just did my best to stay in the right lane, look off and see the trees and enjoy the moment, but be respectable to those around me by not trying to get somewhere faster and at the same time trying not to frustrate myself. But every moment, that we have is a gift. And everything that we do is just utterly amazing. And there are some people out there who aren't very amazing. And I know that a lot of folks say, well, I just don't feel like I have anything, it's like, they're boo-hoo, You need to move past that and get into a state where you can do something. Don't sit and complain about shit. Don't sit there pouting with your lip down. Oh, man, poor me. Oh, I'm in pain. Oh, I have this, I have that, It's like we all have issues. It's just that some of us know how to shut up about it. And, I understand that some people have some serious issues to contend with, and they're not as good at dealing with them. Well, that's their fault for not learning how to deal with them better. And that's the root of what I'm getting at here. It's your own fault if you're worried about everything. It's your own fault if you're always miserable. It's your own fault if you're depressed. And it's your own fault if you're stressed out. There's no chemical imbalance that just happens to be genetic that creates you to be stressed out. It's not like that. It's It's each person develops their own little center of what's important in their life, and a person may stress out because they're only down to $1 million. I mean, that will stress some people out, but people don't think it through. They don't process why they're stressing, and they don't even think anything more than just going to work, coming home, and being self-righteous about everything. And they're stupid. They're completely stupid. They don't. They're the epitome of the word stupid, and a perfect place to use it. In fact, I would go as far as to use the word retarded. I heard somebody say that in a video the other day, and he used it a bunch of times. And I was kind of like, that's kind of derogatory. But then I thought about it, no, the way he was using it was appropriate. It's fucking retarded. People are retarded because retarded means something is not growing. It means it's been retarded. And there are people that are retarding society right now that aren't allowing us to all move forward. It's just irritating because there are a lot of us out there who know how the world would be if each person put in their effort, and each person could have discussions about the meaning of life, and not be the outcast. We've cast our values aside for material goods, and in the process we've lost our grip on who we are and why we are and how we are. It's like the one thing I've always realized in life is that no matter how much you try to explain why we're here or what God is or what life's all about, no matter how much science or religion dig into it, there's always going to be left with the unanswered question of how and why. Because the deeper essentials of life can never be understood by mortal man. Period. Plain and simple. There's no way that man is going to be able to decode the cosmos, but there's enough information out there to where we can make a rational decision based on the information that's presented. And there's lots of information out there. Tons of it. It's everywhere. People don't have an excuse to be stupid anymore. You can choose what you want to do. Each person can. You can go home and you can fucking watch TV all night. A lot of people, and then there's the other side of people who hate TV and do, tons of, reading or whatever they do. But essentially, we're here to learn and spend as much time learning as we can. I love TV. I love watching shows, but I still dedicate time to bettering myself and to understanding. And when a situation arises to where I'm wrong or I'm feeling bad about it, instead of getting mad at the other person, I just let it go. And I understand why within myself I feel this way. And it just dumbfounds me that more people aren't aware of their own emotional states. It's like everything else is the reason why they are the way they are. Everyone wants to blame their parents. Everyone wants to blame the society. Everyone wants to blame the school system. But ultimately, it's the fucking parents. Okay? Each one of us is either a parent or every one of us that has a parent or has had parents. Maybe not every one of us, but for the most part, we've had somebody in our lives that are our mentors, someone that can help us. And when I was coming home from work today, that's what I was thinking about, was how Socrates got in trouble because he told a child that if the child's parents couldn't parent him, then he needed to teach his parents. And he wouldn't rescind that. That was important to him. That he believed in that. And he got in big trouble for it. And I'm not sure if that's why he had to drink the hemlock. It was a small fine for, corrupting the youth or something. And I think that's why he was killed. But anyway, killed himself. The point being that he stuck by his principles. And he knew what he believed. And he was steadfast about it. He didn't just back out because, it was easier on him. And what he said was right. And when I came home from work today, my mom had left me a shirt for Father's Day. Check it out. It's awesome. iDad, a powerful interactive learning device. It cracked me up when I was in the shower, and I was thinking, people who have good parents, have parents that teach, parents that can make their kids think, and think about not just how to get stuff, but how to live with values. And I try to teach my kids as best I can, but I'm only human. Bong hit break. It's a long day today. Had to check out 4 minutes left. Okay. So, I want to leave on a positive note because I realized that even the stupid people won't take offense when I say stupid people, because you won't even know you're stupid. I'm stupid in many ways. But when I find myself being stupid about something, I choose to educate myself on it as best I can to change it so I'm not stupid the next time. So when I make a choice that doesn't work out, I take it to heart and I learn from it. Stupid people don't. They just keep making the same mistakes over and over. And each one of us pays for it. Each one of us works with people like that. The people that just never seem to have it together. The people that never have the right tools when they're doing something that they need to do. Or the people who are flakes or show up late because they're drunk. Or the people who plain and simple just don't respect people in general and think that everybody's out to get them, or either that or they're out to get everyone else. We all have to live with one another, and we all have to accept one another. And in the last few years, I've really come to accept everyone for who they are. So even stupid people, they're all part of it, and it's not going to change. But that doesn't mean that I can't voice my irritation with it, because it's clogging up it's clogging the cogs, I would say, of society, not in the moving forward sense of materialism, but in the moving forward sense of a deeper understanding of everything. Because as long as people remain ignorant, nothing's ever going to get done. So ultimately, all I can do is get irritated by people. But I'm making the best effort I can to try to show people anything that I can that might change their perceptions on how important life really is, because it's a beautiful thing. And if you believe that you're just going to go to heaven after you die and that you're good with Jesus and you go to church once a week and that works for you, well, that's fine. But it's not what life's about. Life's about constant focus every moment of your life, not just going and getting saved or being forgiven. And nor is it about bashing every effort to make a deeper meaning behind life, while the science continues to, from the other end, eat away at the fabric of what we consider a value. So, namaste, everybody. I guess I should go. It's been great. And stupid people need to stop being so stupid. Dare I leave with the word? No, I won't.